Respect. Now you genuine love, respect. You know, this page is not for everybody. And it's not a crime to have freedom of speech. You know, God did not install within us to go against our neighbor. God installed within us to be at unity with each other, to be at peace. You know, and for us to be able to voice our opinion without having malicious intentions, just like our neighbors out their thought process or their freedom, or their pockets, with malicious intentions. God did not install that within us. The enemy did. God installed patience within us. God installed self-awareness, self-respect, self-healing, self-control, self-discipline, self-care, self-value, self-worth, self-patience, self-peace, self-love, self-confidence, and healthy boundaries so we can become our best self-visions of ourselves. God installed faith within us. God installed hope within us. God installed a miracle for us to believe it within ourselves because we are the miracles to ourselves. You know, you are the blessing in disguise to yourself when you be able to show up for yourself good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, when God's guiding you the way. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, regardless of what trauma you endured as a child. Going into your adulthood, dealing with trauma after trauma. God did not install within us to go against our neighbor. Regardless of your culture, your sexual orientation, the color of your skin, your age, if you're disabled, if you're elderly, to have violence against your neighbor, hate crime against your neighbor, God did not install that within us. God installed within patience and peace and joy, love and happiness. And for us to be a unity, to respect one another. Without the enemy allowing you to psych yourself out your thought process to allow you to believe you're supposed to live in fear, or you're supposed to be discouraged, or you're supposed to give up on yourself, or allow you to believe it was the norm to go against your neighbor, because it's not the norm. It's not. It's nothing the norm about going against your neighbor. It's nothing. It's nothing godly about it, not even a little bit. And I say that respectfully. It's nothing godly about it. God allowed you to believe in yourself today. Because you know why? God allows you to see another day for a reason. Because God was patient with you. God understood the assignment within you so you can show up for yourself today, to be patient with your process. Just because you don't understand yourself today, it wasn't part of the plan for you to be discouraged. It was never part of the plan for you to live in fear. It was never part of the plan for you to give up on yourself. No, because God installed patience within us. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, God's going to guide you the way. Just because someone gave up on you or overlooked you, because they felt like you wasn't worthy enough to get to know or take the time to say, you know what? I want you in my life. The enemy comes in to distract. The enemy comes in to allow you to believe that they don't want you to be a unity. They don't want you to respect one another. They want you to believe that it's the norm of the norm. To go against your neighbor is the norm. Living in fear is the norm. Being discouraged is the norm. Giving up is the norm. Not having hope is the norm. Not having faith is the norm. A power of prayer, it's not the norm. In their book, it's not the norm to them. Especially when they can't control you. It's like your thought process on your freedom. Especially when you're trying to show for your best self vision of yourself. You know, when you bring kids into this world and you have to go vote. And you reevaluate your thought process and say, why am I having to deal with all of this toxic behavior within toxic behavior, and I didn't sign up for this? Because the enemy allows you to believe that they were on your side, and the whole entire time they just psyched your thought process on your freedom, let alone your eyesight. To allow you to believe to go against your neighbor. You know, you're going against the wrong community at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. Because not everybody within that community, when you know, not everybody within that community is down with that type of stuff. They're against it. A lot of people are very against it. Because no innocent No innocent soul, no innocent soul should have to be forced to do something uncomfortably or to think it's the norm that this is okay at a young age like that, when they can't think for themselves properly yet. Not only just think for themselves yet, but it's being forced. When something is being forced on somebody, that energy hit differently. And you sit there and go against your neighbor because that's what they want you to do, is to go against your neighbor. They want you to go against your neighbor. When you know, it's so crazy, like, you never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a book by its cover. You see how quick the enemy could sit there and psych you out your thought process, loving your freedom? And you never read over the guidelines as to what are the blind side of days where you're going to say that you just passed this, you just passed that, and it's going to be okay. And I didn't have no say-so in this. I didn't agree to this. And then you reevaluate your thought process, saying to yourself is, wow, I'm going against the wrong person. I'm going against my neighbor when my neighbor's on my same side as me. When we need to be going against the enemy. It's the mindset for me. You know, if you ever signed a contract, within a contract, and your name was on it, and you did the act that was within the act, that it was the norm you thought, and you had to reevaluate your thought process, or you just didn't care, just know God knows who you are. God knows who you are. Respectfully, God knows who you are. You have more than enough time to clean your act up right now. You have more than enough time. But don't wait too late. Don't wait too late. Don't wait too late. Don't wait too late. Because when it's too late, you're going to be reevaluating your thought process and thinking about this video right here, saying to yourself is, you know what? I waited too late. You can call me crazy, you can call me delusional, you can call me whatever you want to call me at the end of the day. But I'm a child of God. Never judge a book by its cover, and I say that respectfully. Never judge a book by its cover. Because when you tuned into God, you don't wear a mask, you never question God. The real God, you never question God. No. Nah, you don't do that. And if you thought it was the norm to sell out your folks for $1, just know that God knows who you are. God knows who you are. You interrupted the lives of innocent people that wasn't supposed to go yet. They wasn't supposed to go yet. They wasn't supposed to go yet. But you're so evil that you didn't care. You cared more about $1 at the end of the day. God knows who you are. And God knows who the enemy is too. And I say that respectfully. You know, we supposed to be a unity, at peace with each other, and respecting our neighbors, with no malicious intentions. But the enemy is psyching you out your thought process, loving your freedom in your pockets, to allow you to believe it was the norm all this time. And it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't, not even a little bit. It's the mindset for me. How you can sit here and have hate groups and all this violence going against each other. And ain't nobody going against the enemy. Nobody's telling the enemy to sit down. Not one time. Nobody sat the enemy down yet. But you so grown and you this, you that, right? Nah. But God knows who you are. The ones who try to psych somebody, they throw possible in their freedom in their pockets. God knows who you are. And especially the ones who try to play a child of God too close and psych them they throw possible in their freedom. God knows who you are. Because when you're in tune with God, you don't wear a mask. Protect your energy to the genuine ones only. Stop the hate crime, stop the violence. Get it together, 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 get it together. Respectfully, get it together, y'all. Get it together. Peace, love, and joy. And true happiness. Peace, love, and joy, and true happiness. A unity. Not the toxic way. Respectful way. Now you dream your love. Respect. Protect your energy because night rays over your time.